Hey guys, welcome to Patent Pending. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to evaluate what made Halo Reach a good Halo game. Now before we get into it, I want to start by saying Halo Reach was good. I think that's the general consensus and we can all agree on that. And this is also not going to be a discussion of Bungie versus 343 or which is better, because that's a whole can of worms. This video is simply going to be evaluating the merits of Reach and what made it a good Halo game. So obviously I wanted to start off with the campaign. I think we can all agree Halo Reach had an amazing campaign. In the campaign you get to see the fall of Reach, obviously as the title implies. Now, what I love is that in the game you get to play with other Spartans. There is a degree in the first three where you're Master Chief and you're solo, but I really enjoy the mechanic of this is my squad, Noble Team, and I get to play with them. And the fact that you get to see so many amazing characters. Like, Emile is a personal favorite of mine, and I think a lot of people really enjoyed George and Emile. And also, just to be able to see your own character. Like, your created Spartan in multiplayer. You got to see him in the campaign. And I just thought that that was a really cool little dynamic that I can see, oh, look at this badass new helmet I just got. There it is in the campaign, right? Now, of course, on top of everything, the ending. You know, Noble Six's death. Like, it culminates in this amazing scene of just fighting till the end, not giving up to defend your home of Reach. And obviously, Noble Team as a whole didn't survive. But I just felt it brought this amazing sense of just epicness and scale to it to see Noble Six fighting to his death at the end. As far as multiplayer, I really enjoyed the expanse of the armory. Like, all of the customization options that you get is way more than we saw in Halo 3, for example. You can customize everything. You can switch around your helmet, your visor, your shoulders, your chest. Everything is individual, and you can make truly your own Spartan. And I loved that. And I think a lot of people did too, because you get to see all kinds of different ranges of Spartans, of sizes and customizations. And the ranking system as a whole, even. The levels. Like, who didn't want to reach Inheritor? It had such an iconic system of Forerunner, Reclaimer, Inheritor right at the top there, that awesome ultimate goal. It wasn't just a number on your screen. Oh, I'm level 100. No, it was, I'm a Reclaimer. I never reached that level, unfortunately, but still. Like, that's something to really strive for, and it's an awesome system. And as far as multiplayer itself, the thing on everyone's minds that everyone continues to ask for, even to this day, playable elites. How can you bash on that? You get to play as an elite. Like, we have the mode Invasion. Spartans versus elites, that awesome dynamic of go in and fight the enemy. Not just another team of Spartans, but you're fighting the Covenant in multiplayer. And that was a really fun mode that I really thought just brought something new and different. And of course, as I said, everyone still wants to see that to this day. Everyone's clamoring for bring back playable elites, bring back Invasion. But even besides that, it's just the multiplayer itself was really fun. Now, of course, they didn't have a BR, which really bummed me out, because I really enjoy the BR. But I still thought that the DMR is a good weapon, right? Like, it might not have the same nostalgia, obviously, and it feels different, but it's still there. Now, this might be not a super popular thing, but I started with Reach. Reach was my first Halo game. I got my Xbox in 2010, and Reach was my first or my second game. And it got me hooked. So I had to go back, and I had to play Halos 1, 2, and 3. So when I first got the game, I obviously didn't know the nostalgia of VR, but after I played with it, I knew I wanted it. Now, that's not an inherent downside to Reach that's not good about it. It's just a nostalgia feel thing. But the multiplayer as a whole, I had so much fun with. I have, I believe, 12 days played in Reach, which I know is not a super long time, but I feel it's a good chunk, right? It was fun to keep me for so long. I still play it to this day. And custom games. I had so much fun spending hours and hours in custom games. Like, who can forget Speed Halo? It's probably one of the most iconic custom games in Halo history. The amount of time I've spent just laughing and yelling with friends in that game mode is ridiculous, but so worth it. Now, this is sort of a mixed bag, but Reach also introduced us to really armor abilities. Now, I know they're in Halo 3 to an extent where you could go on the map and you could pick up, say, the bubble shield or something, but Halo Reach really brought it to, here it is when you spawn in, this is your list. And I've definitely heard some people like it, some people don't. And we're going to leave Armor Lock out of this. Oh boy, that was a whole nother thing that was real annoying. But as far as Sprint or Jetpack were concerned, right, they mixed up the game to a degree, and like I said, some people don't like them, some people did. So we're going to throw that into like a mixed bag. But it was definitely a new thing. So I have to say, all in all over the multiplayer, it did a very good job of introducing new things to us while keeping that Halo feel the same. It still had the satisfactory multiplayer feel of Halo. To conclude, my final verdict, one of the biggest strengths of Halo Reach was certainly its campaign. It had an amazing campaign with a great story and great characters. The multiplayer wasn't perfect. Cough, Armor Lock, cough. But it was still really good and a lot of fun, and it was still quintessentially Halo. So all in all together, Halo Reach was an amazing installment in the Halo franchise, and all of these things came together to make it great. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more awesome content, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.